Welcome to Spill the Real podcast, the Margarita Book Club for women in their 40s navigating midlife, motherhood, marriage, and that nagging feeling that you should have life figured out by now but don't.
We're two 40-something moms of teenagers, married for years, probably in perimenopause, and still trying to lose the same 20 pounds we've been fighting for a decade.
This isn't about having all of the answers. It's about spilling the real conversations as we wish someone had with us sooner.
So grab a margarita or a coffee, and let's spill the real.
All right, ladies, we are back. The episode today is why no one warned us about our 40s.
They suck. I can't. That's all I could say.
So before we get started, let's spill the real.
Okay. What is something surprises you about yourself lately?
What's something that surprises myself lately? I'd never thought. I got a funny story. I went in for a boob job a long time ago. Right after I nursed kids, I nursed 2 kids, and I went in for a boob job. And when I went for that boob job, the guy, you know how like you can put it into like the video and shows you like what your boobs will look like in like a bathing suit. I don't know. This is the place I went to.
No, nobody did that for me.
Well, it happened for me. And when he comes in, he said, you have a lot of substance. You have to be a nursing mom. And I was like, yes, I just nursed 2 babies. And he said, well, if I do a boob job on you, it's going to be like putting baseballs in a tube sock. So needless to say, he convinced me of doing a boob lift.
Mm-hmm.
So horrendous experience, very painful. They tie your muscle to like your collarbone.
Ooh.
But I thought then, because I was in my 30s, I was in my 30s, I thought then, okay, I have a boob lift, right? Mm-hmm. They're gonna be all up and perky for the rest of my life.
You'll be 80 years old walking around with
boobs up.
Yeah,
right? Well, I hit 40, and no one warned me that when you get a boob job, they will still fall.
Oh.
So, yeah, that is what's surprising me lately. I have a boob job, but my boobs are sagging.
That's no fair. That's no fair.
So I'm interested to see if I was to go back now, if he would say it would be baseballs in a tube sock. It's my funny story for today.
But I feel like they should be able to figure that out.
You think? Now, he said I could do both, a lift and
yeah, I hear about women doing that.
I mean, I wasn't there to do a mortgage on my boobs.
No.
So, anyways, that's mine.
Thanks to cancer, I got mine paid for. So there's that.
That's a gift within.
Right. It's a blessing.
It's a blessing.
It's a blessing.
That's
for another episode.
All right. So for you, what's something that has surprised you lately about yourself?
I consider myself to be a pretty active person.
Okay.
I was an athlete in high school.
Played basketball, right?
Played basketball. Just active person. Like to do things, even into my 20s, 30s. And I've tried to stay active and work out and try to do the things, whatever. I'm surprised at how many injuries I can sustain overnight and just wake up with a brand new ailment that wasn't there before I went to bed. I'm not even kidding. This morning, I woke up. I get out of bed. I'm fine. I go up the stairs. I go to walk down the stairs, and I'm like, what is wrong with my ankle? It is like start hobbling. Just that movement of walking down the stairs. I don't know. It hurts. It didn't hurt before I went to bed. It hurts today.
So, okay, you said earlier, like, I have to let everyone know that you do this because I'm not there yet, but you said you like to work out. You do. You have a gym, like a gym at your house in your garage. You converted it.
Yes.
And I do think it's easier for women. Your husband works out. My husband does not work out. He could care less. He drinks a Mountain Dew every day. We're not going to go there today. But you have one in your house. You ordered recently.
Mhm.
a trampoline.
Yes, a rebounder.
Oh, excuse me. It's a
Yes, a
rebounder.
rebounder.
And what did I say? I said, okay, you realize you're over 40 and you're going to get on this trampoline. I would not do this because I would piss my pants.
Oh, I do
Have
every single time. Every single time. In fact, this rebounder that I follow, who's like an instructor, she literally just posted a little video about when you when you get on when you finally start rebounding, and it's so much fun you don't even care now that you piss your pants every time. I just wear a pad.
oh, I mean,
I
and did you think in your 20s, and we're going to
ugh.
get into this is the perfect segue into the episode today, but do you think in your 20s you would be on a rebounder pissing your pants while you're wearing a pad?
Well, when you put it like that, absolutely not. Absolutely not. No, it's and that takes me right into how I'm embracing the change
Okay.
of my body, of my mental state, my emotional state. And the trampoline was actually something I was going to bring up. I know there's all these fads. Like there are I ordered the trampoline against my husband's better judgment and kind of took some flack for actually ordering it.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
It's a fad, Christy. It's a fad. Maybe, but you know what? I've worked out more in the past month, two
Good
months
for you.
almost now, than I have the 2 months prior. It's something new, something different. It's a lot of fun.
I love that for you.
I don't know if it's doing the verdict is still out on whether or not it is working. I haven't lost a pound, but I also have not been able to be super consistent because of life. So I don't know. The verdict's still out on it.
So, okay, we're as we lean in, we're going to lean into the episode. And the episode, like, we're really going to kind of just give little bit of tips, whether that's one or two, three things, one or two or three. I have kind of three things, but let's start with you and what you just said. Of what we wish people prepared us for our 40s. And now I would say this, I proud myself. I'm the youngest out of my girlfriends that like we
Mm-hmm.
go on girls trip. And I pride myself still to this day that I don't have to get my readers out when we're ordering from the menu. And I laugh, but they're like, wait till you hit 40, wait till you hit 40. I hit 40 and I still don't have readers, and I pride myself on
Okay, well, it's coming for you.
that.
I have had bad eyesight my whole life and I wear contacts, and now I'm having to wear readers
With your contacts.
with my contacts. With my contacts. So it's coming for you.
So with that, you always hear, wait till you turn 40, wait till you turn
Mm-hmm.
40. And I kind of wish now that there were some things that people did really talk about and warn us before we actually hit 40, instead of just, you just wait, you just wait. Because when I was younger and I thought when my mom was 40, I thought that was old. But now that I'm 40, I'm like, I'm in my
What
prime.
in the world were we thinking? Like, I remember them having a birthday party for my mom, and it was over the hill. It was her
Uh,
40th birthday party, and it was over the hill, and I thought that was ancient. Like, but then Neil and I talk about that all the time. Like when we were like in high school and had teachers, we're like, what age were they?
mm,
Because it felt like they were older, but we're like, no, like I think they were like in their late 30s, early
early 40s.
40s. That is not
It's
old.
not old.
It's
It's
not
not old.
old. We dying on that hill. It is
Yes.
not old.
So let's lean back into what you were talking about. Like, did you think that working out or how that would change after 40? Like, what is it about now that you wish that you would have maybe known before, or somebody would have talked about? Because you mentioned you were an athlete. Did you think that that was always just going to continue to be something? Like, what do you wish somebody would have told you?
Well, that is actually exactly what I wish somebody said. It's not going to matter how much you exercise or what you eat. It's coming for you. Like you are going to hit, like I've always been that person, I hate it or not, that I could start exercising and drop some weight, or I could start eating better.
Right.
But I'm at this point now where it doesn't matter. Like I've spent like months being a teacher. I have the summers off. So in the summer I can dedicate more time and I can be way more
Mm.
consistent with my working out. And I literally this past summer I worked out from June, 4 or 5 days a week at least an hour,
Mm.
at least an hour workout. I was on the treadmill with the weighted vest, fat or not, I don't know. I tried it on an incline, sweating in the garage, doing weights, and I could fluctuate between 2 or 3 pounds,
Mm.
and that was it. So,
Well, I think so. Knowing you now, like you are very disciplined, more so, like in your eating and your, like from what I know, like you might yo-yo, but like when I look at you and when I hear the things that you're doing, it does like inspire. Like I love hearing other people talk because it does like make me like, ooh, maybe I'll try that,
yeah.
or ooh, let's do that together. But then I'm gonna be that friend that's gonna not be consistent.
Uh,
Like I am the fad. Like I've tried every diet. I have noticed now that I'm older, I tend to focus like not everything bothers me. Like I've started to notice a little bit my neck. I'm like, oh, I never noticed my neck. I didn't think my neck would ever bother me, but like now my neck bothers me. Whereas
yeah.
before I was always like concentrating on my belly,
Mhm.
but now like when I was younger and like when I'd work out,
Yes.
it would
Yeah.
be to
To get a flat stomach. You
yes,
wanted a flat
abs.
stomach.
I want to
Yeah.
look good in a bathing suit.
Yes. Yes.
Now I'm just trying to fight against the aging body of the arm flab
The
when
gravity.
oh my god.
I mean, yeah. Yeah. I know. That was where I am with like I know I'm in my 40s, but I still want to wear a bikini. Like
Mm-hmm.
sue
Like
me. I don't know.
I'm still
I
gonna
know
support a
some
bikini.
I okay, because I know some women are like, "Oh, that was long gone. I'm not even doing that anymore." But I want to if I'm not saying I want to go flying around everywhere,
Right.
but in my own backyard in my pool, I want to be able to wear it and not feel self-conscious when I'm by myself. If you feel
Right?
self-conscious and you are by yourself, then that sucks and that is hard. So
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, you're
that's where I
totally
am.
right.
That's where
I
I
think
am.
almost like I can relate. I can relate. Thank you for saying that out loud. I can relate. And I don't think now, I don't, my mind is so much like,
Younger
it's
than your
so,
body.
yeah, yes. Like I have so much clarity and so much, like I feel as though I'm in my prime in a
Mhm.
lot of ways. But man, my body is not agreeing with a lot of things.
Well, I mean, I feel like at this stage in life, we've we've learned a lot. You know, we've done our careers for a long time now. We've been married for a long time now. We've
Mhm.
been moms for a long time now. And so like you feel like I'm not an expert, but you feel like a veteran. Like
Right, right,
you
right,
know,
right.
like at school, it kind of feels good that like these younger teachers are like asking me, and I'm like, oh yeah, you just do that, or you just, you know, like when I remember being the one like I have no idea what I'm doing, but now we've hit 40s and it's new. We're
Yeah.
not experts.
No,
We're not veterans.
no, no.
And so it's like I don't know, everything else
Mm,
in my life I feel like I am, and now I'm this, and it's hard. I don't know.
it is
I
hard.
need all the advice. I need all of the, but
All
I
the
don't
things.
even know would if somebody had said to me, "Hey, listen, you're going to hit by 43, you are going to have a spare tire and you're not going to be able to lose it no matter what you do." I mean, what would I have done differently?
Well, and
I don't
honestly, I
know.
think my mom did tell me that, like Amanda, and I think that she did. I think my mom did tell me, "You're not gonna be able to lose that gut. That's the massy gut. That's the massy gut. You're not gonna be able to lose it." And I didn't believe her.
No. Not me.
Yeah, not.
Mine's the Robinson hips.
Oh, the
Yeah.
hips.
The
The hips
hips.
don't lie. All right,
Uh,
so you said something earlier that kind of put me into my what I wish somebody would have maybe said
yes.
to me. You said, now that we kind of feel like we're the expert like in motherhood, right?
Mhm.
I didn't realize that when I turned 40, and I would, because, our kids are very similar in age.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm navigating teenage years. And motherhood, I feel as though I'm stupid. And I don't know, like, that me as like, I am stupid. And I'm not just talking like academic, the math work, all that stuff. Like, I know I'm stupid in that because it's just stupid. But I feel like I never knew that I would be questioned, like, ooh, what do I believe? Or like after leaving church, and then there's like something that they have a question about. Like, I don't even remember what my parents would have said to me, but I'm like, my kids are asking me questions like, that's a great thing. I'm afraid I'm setting them up. Like, I don't know that I can do this until they're 18. I really don't, because I'm questioning everything about myself.
I mean, well, because that's another thing. You think, okay, we mastered the young kids.
We kept them alive,
We kept them
fed.
alive. They're like, I know your kids, they're great kids. I think my kids are pretty good.
They are.
Like, we did something right. But once again, like hitting your 40s. Now we're hitting these teenage years. I feel like a total loser again. Like, I
Mm-hmm.
have no idea what
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing. And but it does help having other moms and other
Mm-hmm.
people to bounce ideas off of. So I do have to say that has been helpful, because we were already talking the other day about our sons and
Mm-hmm.
hitting this, preteen,
Yeah.
and worrying. It was different for my oldest
Mm-hmm.
daughter. It was different.
Right.
And you were able to say, well, this is what we did. This is what helped. This is what. And so, even though we're fumbling through it, I feel like we're at least fumbling through it together with
So true.
other moms
So true.
in the same, we have our basketball mom group,
Mm-hmm.
and they're all similar in age. So
That does
that
help.
does make me feel better. Like, when I do talk to one of you moms and say, even if you don't have the answer, even if you say, I know,
Mm-hmm.
I like,
Mm-hmm.
same, it does make me feel better.
It does. Well, same. I think that we can find like relatable stories, and being able to like share, like, okay, well, this is what I did. What are you? And take pieces of what we
Mm.
went with. I just didn't know that, like, in motherhood, in this stage of life, that like I would feel stupid and like psycho at the same time,
Mm.
because I'm like, my kids challenging me while I'm challenging my own self.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, I don't, is that my core value? I don't really know.
Well, and I think some of it changes,
Oh, so true.
you
Yeah.
know? And so, like, while we're navigating that and we're trying to figure ourselves out, and then we're supposed to help them figure things out, and it's different. Like, we our parents can't even help us navigate the social media and the phones
Right.
and the
Mental health and all of the
all that stuff.
things.
Like, I can't even talk to my parents about it, because that's not like. But then I think about, what did they do
I don't,
when we drove away for the first time as 16-year-olds, and we had no phone. I think
yeah.
I did. I think
I had a,
they had phones, and I used their phone, but they weren't
right.
tracking me. They
No,
weren't.
I would not be here sitting talking to you today if my parents had Life 360, or if I had social media. I don't think I'd be sitting here. I would be locked up in jail, or my parents would have locked me in the basement.
Well,
Just
and so
saying.
I'm
I'm
so
just keeping it
glad.
real here.
I'm so glad we get to figure this out with our kids.
Ah, right. Well, and I don't think our parents sat around talking about if they were good enough parents. I
But
don't know that they did that with other moms.
mm,
I think it was like, this is just what you did. This is how you did
yeah,
it. And you put food on the table, you had dinner.
yeah,
And life just looks a little bit different, which I think I love that. I'm
yeah,
embracing that.
right.
And I think you're right. I think there's a little bit, women are more empowered to be around other women. And there's a sense of relatability in that regards. And I think that's the whole point of this podcast, right? Is just,
Yes.
maybe if you don't have a friend that you can sit around and talk to, maybe when you're listening to our shit show of
We'll
lives,
be your friend. We need all the friends and all the help.
Right, because it's navigating a lot, and it's scary, and sometimes you don't think that you're enough. I know I don't think I'm doing enough as a mom. Am I doing
No.
enough? Did I navigate that right, or do they think? Well, I know that they think I'm stupid.
I mean,
But aren't
we
they
thought our
supposed
parents,
to?
yeah, we thought our parents were stupid too. I think. I mean, I know I did at times, but
Yeah,
I
it's
mean, I just, and then feeling the clock winding down with them.
mm,
That's the other part to that. What you're saying
yeah,
is, my 16-year-old, I, it's like she has a clock on top of her head, and I can see the countdown,
mm,
and then I feel the crunch of, have I done enough? Am I doing enough? What do I need to do now?
mm.
What do I do before she's on her own? What have I not taught her? What have I not prepared her for? It's a lot.
So I read something. I don't know if I read it or if I saw it like in like a TikTok reel. But you know how like people say like, well, I know, and I'm very guilty of saying this. I think you and I have actually said this, but like we only have like 3 more summers, or we only
Yes.
have 2 more summers, and people
Yes.
are counting down the summers. I saw this post, and it was talking about people say I only have 2 more summers with my high school kiddo, but if we parent well enough, we should have all of the summer still left, because they're going to come back. I want
Yes.
to be that parent and build that relationship that they're not going to just go off to college and leave me forever,
Yeah.
right?
And
That they
move
want to
away.
come back and still do vacations with
Yes.
me.
Yes.
They want to be at the pool parties in the summer, or go to the lake in the
Yes.
summer. So I don't know, that just kind of made that ticking time bomb a
Yeah.
little bit be
Yeah.
like, okay, yeah. And I do feel like I'm trying to create those relationships to where it's not like, okay, well, when this summer's done, like I'm done, like I'll never see you
You're
again.
flying off into the world. I've seen the same. I've seen the same post, and I think it's the fact that knowing they're still under our roof, under our care,
Mm, mm.
and is she going to be ready? Is she going to
To
be
be that
ready
with by herself.
without me?
Yeah.
To not be like, and I mean, I do feel good. It's like she's like she's very responsible. Like I do feel like, but I worry. You just worry because
Mhm.
you're thinking about all the stuff I didn't know,
Right. Yeah.
like about marriage and about, but you just, that's the beauty in life. You got to figure it out for
Right.
yourself.
You're so right. All right. So we've talked about we've talked about exercise in the body. We've talked about motherhood a little bit. Anything else that kind of you wish that you would have known a little bit, or somebody talked about or warned you about when you hit 40's?
So this, it's not really diet and exercise, but it is body related.
Okay.
I did not know that the word inflammation would become such a big part of my vocabulary.
Mm, mm.
Oh, don't eat that. That causes inflammation. Oh, your ankles.
You
You're
swole. You
swole.
swole.
You swole. You gotta can't drink the Coke. Can't drink. That I didn't know. I didn't know.
I can tell when I'm inflamed.
Inflamed. Yes.
More so after I've had a couple Mars. The next
Well,
day, I'm inflamed. But I had a really to look at my diet in reference to cheese. Cheese causes a lot of inflammation within me, and I never thought I'd be saying this on a
okay.
podcast.
There's the other thing that never thought you would say
Yeah,
in your
or
40's.
that we'd be talking about.
I know.
This was not on my 20 vision board
No.
of
No.
cheese. No, fat face cheese causes that.
I mean, I just learned the term moon face. Have you
Oh,
seen that
I
where
don't think so.
there's a supplement where they talk about get rid of the moon face, and then there's a picture of a woman and she's got a moon for a head.
Oh.
And I guess it's the puffiness.
So is that linked to, okay, and you might not know that, maybe you do. I think we've talked about this too. Inflammation, and what's the drainage that everybody's talking about right now?
Lymphatic drainage.
Is that what?
So that's how you get rid of the inflammation, apparently. Which
Uh,
leads us back to why I am jumping on a mini trampoline. It's supposed to get all the inflammation out. It's supposed to drain you.
oh, this is not what you pictured.
No.
No,
No.
I didn't know. I didn't realize I would be sitting here with a friend talking about uh, inflammation, jumping on a trampoline, and motherhood, all in the same sentence.
No, it's wild.
I
It's
will say the
wild.
last little thing that I want to, and we can maybe wrap it up after because we could go on
Oh, yeah.
forever
Yeah.
about this topic.
Yeah. And we are going to break a lot of these things down in later episodes.
Absolutely.
We're just kind of throwing it all out there.
This is the highlight reel.
Yes.
Get to know us a little bit.
What is this podcast about?
Yes.
All the things.
All of the things. All of the things. I'm probably more excited to get a deep dive into your story a little bit, because I think that's why health is so important to you. And when and it sprinkles into like almost, I think even in episode 1, if you go back and listen, I think you even mentioned health in that aspect too, and supplements and things like that. So I know that we're going to deep dive into that because you were diagnosed with cancer. And so I think that is why your story is so important for people to hear and share. Yes. And I can't wait to even learn along that journey with you as well. Which brings me to why I think my mindset at 40, I know we've been like ha funny about a lot of things. I didn't realize that I would care more. My whole life, I've been one of those people that I don't like small talk. I like going deep, right? I always liked, I want to know like, what's your dreams? What keeps you up at night? What are you scared of? What do you love? I like hard questions that make you think. I didn't realize that whenever I got older that my mindset was shift of like, sometimes just not like, I think I'm really getting more and more have clarity and align to how my body and my mind is fueled, and I want to protect that. Yes. And so I think that I didn't real like when I was in my 20s and my 30s, I started Dapple just because I opened, I was a leader and I was opening a nonprofit. So I had to really work on like self-development. Mm-hmm. I just wish somebody would have told me sooner about self-development. Like read the books, like pour into your mind and your mindset. Yeah, right. Because I feel like I'm almost late to the game at 40. I feel like I just hit my prime because I have true clarity of what matters in life and where to not spend my energy. Mm-hmm. I don't know. That's really where I see a shift, and that I wish somebody would have said, start sooner of journaling or, asking those harder questions to yourself, not to everybody else. I love asking them to everybody else. I was just not asking them to myself. Yeah. And so now that I've started to do that as I've gotten older, things start to be brighter, mm-hmm. and I have more peace and happiness, minus the extra poundage and all of the other things. Well, but really, like, conversations become less about the little stuff and more about the important stuff, I guess.
Right. I mean, at this stage in life, I feel like, you have friends that you've had for years, and I don't know, new friendships are rare. Mm-hmm. I mean, they do come with different aspects, like for us, like sports and our kids and different things like that. But I don't know. For us, or for me anyways, like I just felt like we skipped all we like dug right into like the hard stuff, and that's why we just clicked. Yeah. And because I think it was probably not too long ago I thought, I don't want to tell anybody about myself anymore. Like, I don't want to. I can't do this again. But like, we didn't even really have to do that. It just kind of, happened.
Well, and I think sometimes you found you're like, I have found some of my most cherished friends that I want to spend the rest of my life with late in life. Yeah. And that's because it's not the petty, you're not growing up with people. Right. And so when you grow up with somebody and you start to change, that happened a lot with some of my, high school friends. I'm still friends. Like, it would be like, they pick up the phone and say, I need you. I'm like, I'll be there. Yeah. Right. But those intentional conversations, because they know me for a person I'm not no longer, because I grew up. Right. And so it's hard when you see people change or people not change. And so I feel like my mindset is deeper, more connections as I've gotten older. Yeah. And do you follow that person on TikTok? I don't know her name. It's a girl on TikTok, and it's like in my 40s and I don't care, like something we don't care. You know, she has a
Oh,
checklist.
yes. The We Don't Care Club.
We Don't Care Club.
Yes.
So it's like, that's the mindset. Like, you just don't care
Melanie is her name.
Oh, Melanie.
Yeah. We'll have to tag her in our episodes,
yes.
and maybe she'll like reach out. Like, she's gone big, and it was funny at first, but then you really started listening to the things she was saying. And I know a lot of things she uses now is things that she, like women commenting and saying those, but some of them, like, you really are like, yeah,
yes,
yes,
preach. Yes, check.
Like, don't care. And I mean, it is funny, and we don't care, but then it's like, what are you decided not to waste energy on?
100%. So much. Well, I think we actually poured out a lot and spilled a lot today.
Yes.
And I don't really remember what the next episode, I wish that I could be so great right now to be able to tell you what the next episode is going to be about.
Who am I if I'm not who I was?
There we go, ladies.
So
come back.
All of this. What's next?
What's next?
What's next?
Yeah. So grab a margarita, or grab
a coffee,
and come back and join us with our next episode as we spill the real.
Thank you.
All right, that's it for today's meeting of the Margarita Book Club.
Thanks for sitting with us and spilling the real for a little while.
If today's conversation sounded like a lot of your own thoughts, you're definitely not alone.
Follow us on social media at Spill the Real.
And come back next week for another round of Real Talk. Same book club, no reading required.